You've got a great idea and you present it to your team with excitement. You explain the benefits, the strategy, and the vision. And then silence, resistance, and pushbacks. And maybe even some rolled eyes when you're not looking. Here's what nobody tells you. Your team isn't resisting your idea. They're resisting something entirely else. And when you understand what it is, everything changes. I'm Aisha J, and I've spent years helping businesses build high-performing teams through strategic alignment. And today, I'm going to break down exactly why your team pushes back on change and what you can do about it. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you announced a change to your team? A new process, a new tool, reorganization, or a shift in strategy? Think about how you did it. You probably explained the what and maybe the why. And you talked about the benefits for the company. You talked about the efficiency gain and the growth potential. But what you didn't realize is what was happening in your team members' mind the second you started talking. In that moment, they weren't thinking about the company's growth. They were thinking about, what does this mean for my role, my workload, my job security, and my career path? And if you don't answer these questions explicitly, deliberately, and immediately, they're going to answer it for themselves. And here's the thing about humans. When we're uncertain about something, we assume the worst. The new system that you're implementing, they're thinking, is it because I'm not good at my current job? That reorganization. They're thinking, am I going to lose my team, my position? And that process change. They're thinking, great, more work, but no additional support. This is where resistance is coming from. Not from stubbornness, not from laziness, but from fear of the unknown. Let me tell you about a company that I worked with. The CEO was a brilliant strategist. He decided to implement a project management system, and he was really excited about this. He had done months of research. This tool would save hours every week. It would improve collaboration, and it would create better visibility across different teams. And he announced this in a meeting, spent 15 minutes going over the features and the benefits, showing flowcharts of efficiency gain and projections of time to be saved. 3 weeks later, the adoption rate was only 23%. Why? Because not a single person in that room understood what this new change meant for their actual daily work. The marketing team was thinking, I barely have enough time to finish my current projects. When am I supposed to learn this? And the sales team was thinking, is he going to replace our CRM? Am I supposed to enter this in twice? And the operations team was thinking, this looks complicated. Am I going to look incompetent if I can't figure this out? The CEO, he gave them the what and the why, but he didn't give them the what this means for you. And this is exactly where the gap of resistance lives. So here's what actually works. Before you announce any change, and I mean any change, big or small, you need to ask yourself these 3 questions. And not to yourself in your head, but out loud, and share it with your team. Question number 1, what stays the same? Because people need anchors. They need to know what's not changing. When everything feels uncertain, certainty about anything, even if it's one thing, really helps. So tell them, your role stays the same, your team stays intact, your core responsibilities don't change, and your compensation isn't affected. Whatever is staying the same, say it first. Give them solid ground to stand on before you ask them to move. Question number 2 you need to ask, what's different? And be specific here. Don't give corporate speak, give actual tangible differences. And don't say something like, we're implementing a new project management system to improve efficiency. Instead, you can say something like this. Starting March 1st, we're using this system instead of email for project updates. You will spend 10 minutes every Monday updating your tasks, and that's it. Do you see the difference there between the 2 examples that I gave you? The first one creates questions, and the second example answers them. And question number 3, what does this mean for you specifically? This is where most leaders stop too early, and they think that just explaining the change is enough, but it's not. This is where you really need to connect the dots for each person on your team. For example, this is how you can explain this to your marketing team. This new system will help you have clearer priorities because everyone sees what's in progress, and there will be no more surprise requests every week. And for your sales team, this means that as soon as you close a deal, the operations team will see it immediately and start onboarding faster. Your clients get happier services, and you get happier clients. And for your operations team, you can tell them that this new system will give them visibility into what's coming rather than reacting to fires. And now they can plan their week instead of scrambling. Remember that CEO, the 23% adoption rate? Well, we worked together to reframe the rollout. He had small team sessions, not big announcements, and in each session, he would spend 5 minutes talking about the tool and 15 minutes talking about what this meant for each team member's role. For the marketing team, he showed them how they're going to stop getting 47 Slack messages a day, just asking for status updates. And for the sales team, he showed them how they're going to close sales faster because now the handoffs are automated. And for the operations team, he showed them how they're going to see their workload in advance instead of constantly firefighting. And the adoption rate in 30 days hit 91%. Same tool, same company, different approach. The tool didn't change, but the communication did. Here's what I want you to understand. Your team doesn't necessarily fear change, but they do fear how change is going to impact them. Give them some certainty about what matters to them, their role, their work, their day-to-day reality, and watch the resistance disappear. So before your next big announcement, ask yourself these 3 questions. What stays the same? What's different? And what does this mean to each person? And if you can't clearly answer these 3 questions, then you're not ready to announce yet. Change isn't the hard part, communication is. Get the communication right and change will be possible. If you found this valuable, I'd love to hear how you're implementing this into your framework. Drop a comment below and let me know what is one of your biggest challenges in getting your team members to adapt to change.